front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Deion already doing that. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like,
get off of me. Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I keep it high level. And this is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes, I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is a special one today. Attention, all ladies. The Candyman's on the mic. Hey, y'all remember that? Hey, y'all. Happy 500,000 plus subscribers. Man, I thought this was going to happen next week, but what more can I say? We out here rocking, dog. We got it cracking, lacking quick. Love to everybody who has been down with us from day one. I hate when people say that because day one, dog, I didn't know who the hell you were. I didn't think you were going to be good. So, no, I wasn't there day one. But when I got there, it was good enough, okay? Day one. Who the fuck? Day one was only one person here because you start off with 1 subscriber. Anyway, we got 500,000, man. I don't know what song we should sing. Happy subscribers to us. Something like that, but we got 500,000. And you know why I'm so excited for it. Because when I left mainstream media, first thing I wanted to see is, do people rock with me? Now, I got an ego. I'm a little bit stubborn. all bad when they together. But the thing I said is I'm going to do it without guests, and I'm going to do it the best. And I'm going to do it with no BS. Oh, and we got $500,000. A milli, $500,000, and we are there. Now, if I threw a little Snoop Dogg up in here, all them people we saw in the 4-minute intro that we always play every single day before the show, if I put all them back in there, I'm about to start booking them now. We gonna get to 2 milli. Nah, for real. All love to all you guys who rock with me. I was just out last night with 2 of my 3 best friends. I know I sound like I'm in the 8th grade. That's my bestie. But I told them last night, yo, I'm never gonna stop doing this. I don't care what comes, and a lot of good things have happened. A lot of great things are happening. I am going to wake your punk ass up for the 93 shot. MC8's in the house, and I'm going to do this show every single day because I'm never going to go back to the cocktail party. That's right. Everybody I see going to know that they going to get it. Ride around and I get it. It's mine. I spin it. I'm going to see him at the party. What's up, big dog? What's up, Wiley? Man, you be out there acting crazy, dog. You a fool. You a nut. Yeah, I know. So anyway, we going to do this forever. Together, forever together. It's you and me, and we tougher than leather. All right, let's get into the show because y'all like, damn, he didn't take his medicine today. Rap Tourette's is in full effect. Word up. Damn. I did Rex in effect. Love y'all, man. We're going to talk about KD. He's the weirdest superstar ever. That's what Skip Bayless says. Okay, we're going to hear Skip talk that talk. Vrabel, Mike Vrabel is going to rehab. I mean, you know how they always say you couldn't write a better script? We actually are following the exact script that was written. Come on, man. He going to rehab now. Hey, doc, guess what? I like girls. Even the ones that ain't my wife. The doctor be like, what you doing here then? I ain't even gonna take your money. Man, get your ass up out of here. Do you know that some people in the Old Testament have 400 wives? Anyway, Pickens and the Cowboys have a little issue. Franchise tag is coming without conversation. Acho breaks that down. Shador is the man in Cleveland. Ooh, Dion got his back. Let's talk through that. Rich Paul breaks down why sneaker sales are down. NBA superstars, y'all not as super as y'all think y'all are. Ooh, there are metrics and things talking about how the NBA and the players, not as popular. We're going to get into Steve Kerr's next move. We already know what that's going to be. And we're going to talk about aliens. Are they real? Aliens. All you aliens. Outcasts. Out of this world. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to give some love to all the members who was in the building. Shout out to anybody who super chats. Shout out to any member. Shout out to all my top fans. Stomp is in the building. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me just get this. Since it's 500,000 subscribers, we're going to take a little more of time to get into the show because I want to explain to you what blah, blah, blah is. People still ask, and I understand. Even I'm going to explain it now. In about 2 months, people are going to still ask. Here's blah, blah, blah. Y'all see this shirt? Ball with attitude. Well, obviously, it's a playoff of NWA, which is with attitude. Please don't sue me, NWA. Whoever's left living. Don't sue me, okay? Now, thing is, I get to college, and you know, I'm from Compton, so everybody just always got that little NWA, boys in the hood kind of connection to me. It's all good. I love it, too. Now, we not that good. We all right, but we not that good. And I said, dog, it's mentality. Because I had worked out, I played, all my boys went to big schools. So imagine you in college, I come home for the summer, I'm working out with dudes that go to Cal, USC, UCLA, Texas, all these schools, right? But they all in LA working out in the summer. And I'm going to say this humbly, I'm whooping their ass. Like, for the big dudes, I'm whooping their ass. I'm running with linebackers, some DBs that are slow. Like, I'm killing. They like, dog, why you go to Columbia? Man, you need to transfer to the point where I was going to transfer. I was going to go to Cal Berkeley. I was like, all right, I'll play some Pac-12 then, Pac-10? And they were like, come on, dog. And I was like, nah, I got to stick through it. But the point is, I qualified. All my boys knew I could play big ball. I knew I could, but I wasn't. I get to Columbia, these suckers over here acting like this is intramurals. They over there watching, I remember we were watching a Florida State game and Warwick Dunn was playing. And these suckers, we in college like him. He our age. We the same dudes. And they over there doing like this. Oh my God, did you see that run? I mean, he is just the fastest person ever. Look how little he is. He doesn't even get hit hard. Oh, my God. And I was just sitting there throwing up in my mouth, looking at these fools like, what's wrong with y'all? Damn. It's one thing to get props, one thing to have respect, salute. It's another thing to be in awe to the point where you're like, oh, my God, I'm not even like him. And look, I understand 99.99% of all Ivy League players are not going pro. Just like all players at every school. But at the Ivy League, you really know. But at Michigan, they just tell you after you graduate, like, oh, you're not going pro. Anyway, I'm looking around, I'm getting mad, and I'm like, dog, these dudes got a weak-ass mentality. Forget how sorry we are. Your mentality is worse. So then I said, I know how to rally them. When you got an issue with people, please don't tell them the issue. Don't tell them the issue. Because most people don't know how to fix it. So all you're going to do is make more problems. You know what you do? You throw the solution at them and you make it seem like they are part of it. They're like, what? So I start going, blah. They're like, what's blah? I was like, ball with attitude. We got a ball with attitude this year. They're like, whatever. Then I started, I see my mother boy. I was like, what up, boy, boy? He like, why, boy? Next thing you know, he think he doing something. He making something up like we got, like the NBA. They got a secret handshake. So I go, boy. He go, boy, boy. Now I got 2. Now I got 3. Now I got 5. Now you can't feel like, oh, you got FOMO. I can't look out. Wiley doing something with everybody else and I ain't doing it. Now I'm away. I'm on Broadway. You could be on Amsterdam, barely can hear me, but I'm going, blah. And I can wait. You hear somebody go, blah, blah, blah. Now we got satellites everywhere. Remy is on the roof. No matter where you go, you hear somebody, blah, 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 blah. So that's what it means, okay? It means we together, secret society, all of us, and nobody else could do it but us, which means everybody could do it. Love for you guys, man, rocking with us, blah, blah, blah. That's where it comes from. It's childish, it's adolescent, it's just a rallying call to go get it. Simple as that. All right, let's get into the show now after we give y'all members some love. Shout out to Stomp, like I said, respect your gangster, and respect your super chat. He gave me love. 500,000 subscribers with not a me just staring at y'all with my chapped lips got 500,000 subscribers. I am excited. You better tell Mr. Beast he better watch his back. You imagine Mr. Beast like, yeah, I had 500,000 subscribers, day 3. Shout out to all you guys. Murphy Robert, love. Adrian Robles, love. Universal Trappers, love. Slim Diesel, oh, that's a new one. I don't know you like that, homie, but respect, homie. And Stomp. 4 to 5 is just triple OGs on this show. And then now we got my man Slim Diesel. Okay, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. And I want y'all to know this is how I'm feeling right now. That is me right there. I am him. Y'all remember this? Montez Sweat. Let's go. Okay, I don't want to hear that. Nope, they ain't taking me down. Let's go. That's me right there. And I got 500,000 subscribers. I just got drafted to the 500,000 subscriber club. Thank you, mama. I knew I could do this. And thank you, brother, cousin, friend. Oh, is that the nipple? Oh, baby. Oh, double clutch, double fist. Oh, not the head on the back. Oh, I still don't understand this video. But this is how I feel, for real. This is how I feel, like that. I feel great. I got a lot of work in front of me, but at the same time, I'm getting some work from behind. $500,000 subscribers worth. Yep. He act like he gonna play rush in. He act like he on the team. God dang, get off me. Not in front of everybody. All right, love. Man, that's crazy. That was crazy. I remember that. All right, you know how we start off the show. We always go through some of our tidbits. What's going on in the world today? Adam Silver, talk to me, Adam. Talk to me, Adam. I mean, Skeletor. What was that? What what character is this? I forget what he looks like. Adam Silver said on Pardon My Take, he would like to eventually see the Grizzlies play a few home games each season in Nashville instead of all 41 in Memphis. If it were up to me, I'd love for them to play a few games a year and sort of be Tennessee's team to the extent they can. You hear that? Is he racist? Does he hate his own? Because when LeBron says it, something about Memphis, it's a big problem. It's a firestorm. The damn commissioner says the same thing, but he's saying it even bigger. He's like, let them be Tennessee's team. That's like saying you in Oakland, you're like, Oakland's cute, but, you know, why don't they just play some games in L.A. and be California's team? Y'all be like, what? You know what it is. Don't be trying to play with me. Yo, Memphis, y'all on life support. I'm just telling you right now, when the commissioner comes out with a quote like that, Y'all asses on life support. That means get up out of here. It's like, y'all stop playing them games in Compton. Y'all arena in Memphis, Compton is about to be demolished. I'm just telling you right now. Soon as Ja Morant leaves wherever he's going, because y'all don't love him anymore either. Soon as he shoot his way out of damn Memphis, Jesus. I lived, living in Compton, you heard everybody thought as soon as you got there, you're going to get killed. I mean, people literally used to come and like visit, and people in college would be like, oh man, I'm coming to visit. Wiley, I'm going to LA. What's up? I said, let's go. Oh, I want to go to Crenshaw. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I want to go to Venice Beach. I said, okay, let's do it. I want to go to Compton too, see how real it is. I was like, okay, well, let's do it. I mean, that's where the family at, but what you expect? This ain't Jurassic Park. Like, what you gonna go and drive down Rosecrans and be like, look at them. They look like they about to kill somebody. What do you expect? He's like, where are the gangsters at? I said, you just drove by them. Those are gangsters? I was like, what you think this is, colors? Like, ain't nobody walking around with no flag talking about high top and rocket. No, he's just, hey, mess with him. You don't think he gangster? Okay, go up to him and say, what's up, cuz? Just go, no, I'm gonna stand over here. Actually, I'm gonna stand around the corner. Go up to him in 10 seconds and say, what up, cuz? Just do that. Don't even say cuz, just say, what up, cuz? And see what happens. Like, people think you like a damn animal or a spectacle or something. Well, sometimes you are. And the WNBA, you are, especially the Indiana Fever, because the WNBA announced that the Indiana Fever will have all 44 of their games broadcast nationally this season. Nobody else. And I wonder why. Is it because of her? Hey, girl. Is it because of her? And they ballers. Hey, girl. I forget their names, but I know they could play. Damn, she big girl. Big girl. That's like my daughter, my 7-year-old. She's going to be big like that. And then, no, it's because of her. Caitlin Clark. Hey, Caitlin Clark. 44 games nationally televised. If they don't just rename the WNBA the CC League, if them other girls, no wonder them girls so mad and they can't give her props, because women just be competing for no reason. You be like, it's practice. Girls be like, no, it ain't. I love her. I can't stand her ass. I see so many women do this all the time. They be like, hey, whenever you hear that, like that violin, that symphony, that orchestra with a hello, hey, that when you hear that shit, just know they fake. Even if it's your wife, she faking right now. Because with this, you know how she fake. You've heard that sound before, huh? So it is. Soon you turn the corner. Soon she turn the corner. She like, oh, I can't stand her. Oh my God. Oh my God. The worst. I had to have a call with a parent last night. Real spit. They know who they are. I had to call both of them. And I ain't done talking to you either. I'll put people on blast now, but I'm going to respect where people are in life, but I'm going to tell you directly, stop playing, okay? I am very direct. Lady literally got on the phone and tried to say, what do you mean? We have a great relationship. And I literally said, no, we don't. Stop lying. I said, no, we don't. I spoke to you the other day and you didn't even say nothing. I said, on top of that, we used to have a great relationship, but we ain't there now. And that's why I'm on the phone with you, because some issues are occurring. Do you like to address them? And I literally said this. I said, do you want to have a fluffy conversation? Because I can hang up. Or do you want to talk for real? Even her husband was like, yeah, I think we need to change our tune. People always hide. I told my son this yesterday. I said, the first thing people do when they get caught is they try to hide the truth. They don't lie first. They hide the truth. They try to say, ooh, I don't want them to catch me. And then the second thing they do is, oh, shoot, I couldn't put everything under my bed. I'm about to lie. Why is that out? Oh, were you playing on your phone, MJ, my son? No. I walked in the bathroom 2 weeks ago. MJ's just sitting there on the toilet. I was like, you been in here for a while? You okay? And I know what he's doing. He on his phone. And he know he's not supposed to be on the phone on the toilet. She's like, no, I'm good, Daddy. And he tried to act like he was just getting up right there. And I was like, boy, stop. So I said, were you on your phone? No. And I looked right down by the toilet. Look, guess what's there? iPhone 15. I said, well, how is that there? Oh. I said, one thing, I knew you were in here on your phone, but the worst part is not that. The worst part is you try to hide it under the toilet. I said, first of all, there's no such thing as under the toilet, but you try to put it at the bottom. Second thing is, come on, bro. Tell the truth. Yeah, Daddy, I was taking a shit. And I was dumping and I was on the phone doing something. What you tripping for? Let me live. You know how it is when you 10, homie. He's learning the truth. I am very patient because I was a badass kid. I used to be a pyro. I played with fire. I used to be a klepto. I used to steal. I've done this. And look at me. I am a great guy. I know I'm a great guy. So I'm going to let him live. He'll get with the program. He'll be all right. Sneaking his phone. Whew. Ignorant. Crazy, right? But that's how the game goes. Love it. Beat it up in the comments. We ain't done. We just warming this show up. You know what we got to talk about. We got to talk about KD being weird, superstar. Yep. Skip Bayless said he's the weirdest superstar ever. Vrabel going to rehab. I don't know what the hell he going to do there. That's Diana there. Pickens and Cowboys franchise beef. We got Shadur's the man. We're going to talk about that right now. Nick Saban, too. Rich Paul sneakers are down in the NBA and the players are the problem. Steve Kerr's next move and aliens. Are they real? Neil deGrasse Tyson says they are, and I believe him. So now let's hear what Nick Saban has to say. Nick Saban's going to talk about, this is deep. He's going to talk about what excellence is and motivation and how we get to the next level no matter what that is. In the Nick Saban way, let's go.
Excellence is success over time. And, you know, when you're a college player, your whole goal in life is to play in the NFL. So you have this built-in motivation. So it's about getting in the NFL, or is it about a standard of excellence once you get there?
Don't let that fly by you. Because a lot of us, and I know I'm guilty of this, the goal was to get there. Now you have to reimagine your goals. You have to create more mountains. You got to create new summits. If not, people going to pass you by. It's so crazy. You never think like this, but there's always somebody trying to get where you're going and further. I don't care where you think that is. You can say, I want to be a 28-time MVP in the NFL. Somebody thinking 29. It's real. You know how I know this? I grew up running track. And when you run track, that's the best sport for you to be mentally tough. You, not y'all, not the team, you. That's the best sport for, because every time you're on that track, it's just you. Even a relay. Who got the baton? You. We're watching you run. We're watching you give your full effort. We're watching you try to be your best, and you getting smoked. Or you smoking them. Whatever. Track's the best for that, and track is the best to let you know, hey, you may be fast on your block. You may be fast on your team. You may be fast for your city. You may be fast for your state. You may be fast for your region. You may be fast for your country. But it's a big world out there. And boy, I'm talking about when I won nationals at 11, yeah. Stop playing with me, y'all. I'm going to say it again. When I won nationals in the 400 meters at 11, yeah. Let me stop. No, let me continue. When I set the national record in the mile relay as the anchor in the 4x400 meter relay. Y'all better stop playing. Dog, fastest kid at 11 in world history, our relay was. Fastest team ever. You imagine, 1986, no team had ever at our age 11. Al Bundy moment, had to do it. Point being, guess who we ran against though? Are y'all from Czechoslovakia? You imagine you're 11, you're like, where you from? He's like, no, Baka. You say, what? Yeah, he said, I said, Kentucky? He said, no, I know there's a K in there, but damn it, it's Czechoslovakia. You're running against dudes from Iowa. You think they slow. Why? Because they white and little. Oops. And they thought that they smoking every kid from Georgia, Florida, Texas, all them black kids with cornrows and jerry curls, them white boys from Iowa, and they white boys for real. You know I call men white boys. They were 11. They were white boys. White boys was out there like, no. And they had that hell of that baton exchange was perfect. No. I'm like, who got second? Because we got first. We set the national record. Iowa. Ooh, you can't judge a book by its cover. I learned life lessons that day.
And I think that's what differentiates a lot of psychological disposition that these players have. So they don't just bust because of their athletic ability. They bust because they don't have the right psychological disposition to be motivated to be what they're capable of being.
Man. And look, it's easier said than done to reimagine your grand goals. I'm not talking about micro goals. I'm talking about, this ain't it. I told you the Matt Jones story before, Arkansas quarterback who became a Jacksonville Jaguar receiver. Long story short, he lacked the motivation to continue to reimagine his goals. Because he literally said, where I'm from, Wiley, where I'm from, this is beyond my wildest dreams. Like, I think he got a $7 million signing bonus, something. I don't know. He was a first-round pick. He was like, dog, you know how much money I got? I was like, I do. And I was like, there's more for you, though. He was like, I know, but where I'm from, man, this is it, dog. And for real, he literally started chilling like he had made it. And he did make it, but he could have made it and made even more. That's what Saban talking about.
They lose their motivation because they just wanted to play in the NFL rather than being great in the NFL. And there's a difference.
Oh, definitely. Definitely a difference between having a cup of coffee and actually being a part of the NFL family forever with how long you're able to play. Do you think the NIL now, the kids are rich as teenagers, changes that a little bit? Because I think used to be goal, let's get to the NFL, we get a bag. You know, we get money for the first time in our lives, especially if you're a first rounder. AJ Still.
My God.
Yeah. AJ Still. Have you seen his house in Ohio? He's number 5 overall pick, old CBA. Old CBA. They gave him. He has this.
Yeah.
This is his house in Ohio.
Yeah.
Right here. Because number
blah, blah, blah. That was a great question. He didn't answer it, so that's why I'm cutting it off. The answer to that question is, I don't think it affects. I think it does, obviously, influence some, but I don't think it has a grand effect. And I'm going to say this. The reason is because your deep motivation to make it doesn't stop with the rewards that come. Think about who makes it. Think about who doesn't make it. Why do some with the same amount of talent, skills, etc., athleticism, whatever it may be for that sport, don't make it? Because the rewards get in the way. You're good in Pop Warner. You're good when you're young. Then it's high school. What happens in high school? Puberty. Your hormones change. You change from the inside. You don't know what the hell's going on. All of a sudden, there's hair everywhere. All of a sudden, things are bigger. All of a sudden, you got a little tingle. And all of a sudden, little Tiffany over there look way better than she did last year. And she looks the same. But you ain't the same because you changing on the inside. So now, all of a sudden, you're going through all that. That could be some distraction, or that could be a reward that takes you off the course. It ain't just money. The first one is girls. The second one is boys. Your boy chilling he's sitting on the Cutlass every day after school. He just sitting there chilling, looking fresh in a Fila suit or a Sergio Tacchini. He got the radio on. He bumping. Girls walking by him slow as hell. Hey, Craig. He like, what's up? Everything good, mama? And you sitting there with a helmet, shoulder pads. It's 107 degrees. And you about to go hit 300 pounders about 200 times. And he just sitting there like, what up, Wiley? You good? Hit me when you get out, dog. All right, I'll be here. Girls, tingle. Boys, I want to mingle. That's just the beginning. Don't get into like drugs and alcohol and all those peer pressures, all them crazy things that cats be want to do. Don't get into the idle time, chilling, partying, hanging, new levels of independence. Y'all talking about money. Cat like, yeah, I want to get money, but also don't act like he don't want to hang. Don't act like he don't want to talk to that girl. I've seen more cats get off the course, and it wasn't no NIL when I grew up. So why are all them distracted? Why are all them running off the reservation? You want to know why? Because of everything I just described. So don't put it on money. Matter of fact, this is my realization. The more money you give it to somebody, the more money you give to somebody who made it, the more they want more money. You give me some money, I want more. This is amazing, right? Seriously. You don't believe me? Okay. Peyton Manning was the number 1 overall pick. Did he lose his motivation? Did he? Tom Brady, 6th round pick. So you think when he gets some money, because he ain't getting no money when he first got in the league, he gonna change. Did he change? Yeah, for the better. Give me more. I got so much I don't even need it all now. We use the wrong examples. We use Jamarcus Russell, who had family issues, right? Had some dependency issues as well, and also had to argue with the Raiders from hello. Look, can I get my money? Y'all over there paying, what's his name, Sam Bradford and all them dudes that was getting paid before they changed the rules. Can I get my money? So we use the wrong examples to tell the story we want to tell. But that's not reality. more people have lost their way because of everything else outside of money than people who have lost their way because of money. Frankly, look at all the dudes who ball out in the NFL, NBA. You think SGA, when he got his extension, got worse? You think Steph Curry got worse? We don't bring up those examples. We're like, whatever. You think LeBron got worse? He been max dealing since he was helloing. Come on, y'all. Stop using these dumb examples. And stop spitting on the mic, Marcellus. Y'all saw that? Rewind that if you didn't. Love to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me and understanding that on this show, we're going to talk that real talk. Okay? No BS. No guess. We're going to be the best. And no BS. Appreciate you, Charles Scott. Welcome as a member. Charles Scott in the building. Way. Okay, Stomp is talking that talk. Thanks for the super chat. Players may lose that passion or never had it. Yes, but no. What's more? All right. Let's give you 3 lanes. In lane 1, you lost your passion. In lane 2, you never had it. You just went off of pure skill and talent. Lane 3 is the one y'all don't talk about. You got it. You want it. But guess what? You just ran against a killer. He wants it more. He got more. People don't understand that because you don't care about our journey. You just care about the destination. You don't know how good I was to get here. You know how many people I slaughtered to get here, to make it? There's 1 million high school football players, and they only draft 256. Where did that million go in those 4 years of college? 1 million high school players that turn into only 256 pro players. And all of those 256 don't make it. We went from 1 million to 256, and you trying to tell me I ain't a killer? Don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to get. Come on, man. I beat 1 million dudes to get here, and now you gonna act like I'm not a killer. I got bodies everywhere. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. Now I get up here, he a killer too. Somebody gotta go. Y'all act like he way better than you. Yeah, he is, but I'm way better than them. That's how the game go. So you get up there and tak. We all black belts. Just what degree are you? Jet Li versus Bruce Lee. Oh, one of them ain't a killer? You fight his ass. What are you talking about? See, that's the lane that people don't talk about. Dog, I am 0.0000, a bunch of more zeros, 1%. I'm sorry, I couldn't beat him, but now you're going to attribute that to I don't want it. I don't have passion. I never had it. Well, how the hell I get here? Oh, I just woke up 6'4", 280. You know if I never lifted them weights, I wouldn't be this. Come on, man. Real spit. So don't ever disregard those who really want it. You just can't always see it because I'm going against a killer. Bruce Lee versus Jet Li. Both of them ain't killers? Talk to me, Shador. Tell them about a killer.
Well, you had that. You were the man at Colorado, at Jackson State, probably in high school, and not right away here. So I'm asking, what's that?
I feel like I was.
Okay, before he gets there, did y'all hear the question? Basically, the guy didn't even have a question. He kind of want to know how you feeling. You were the man in high school, he said. You were the man at Jackson State. You were the man at Colorado. Right now, he said, you're not the man. You didn't hit the ground running like the man. How you feeling? Get him, Shador.
As a man, I don't let nobody else dictate how I feel about myself. If you allow that, then you living for the wrong reasons. I know who I am as a person, as an individual, and just being a child of God. So I can't let nobody dictate how I could feel about myself. And if I allow that, then I'm not mentally strong. I got to be able to be mentally strong in each and every situation that life throws at you.
Blah, blah, blah. We know the real, right? I just saw Kobe Bryant talk about mentally tough. He said, you know what mentally tough is? To be able to move your mind to somewhere else that's better than where you are. And then you're going to realize as you push through what you're going through, oh, you survive it. Like, that's why you remember that song, 6 Million Ways to Die, Choose One. Ding, ding, ding. And then the original, obviously, 6 million ways to die, choose one. Think about it. What that means is you're going to go through a lot of shit, and it ain't going to kill you. It may feel like hell. It may feel worse than hell because you're like, damn, This got to be worse than hell. This is super hot. That's hot. Whatever it may be. But there's 6 million ways to die. It could be your money issues. It could be your family issues. It could be your girl. It could be your kids. 6 million ways to die. Choose one. That means only one thing gonna kill you. And you probably won't even know it. Whenever it's time to go, that's it. Just like when you go to bed at night. You be like, oh boy, your wife be like, baby, you tired? You're like, oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna watch the end of this fourth quarter and then I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. Wake up in the morning, she's like, who won the game? You're like, oh, I fell asleep. I think that's death, unless it's like, something tragic. But natural death is just like, oh, yeah, I'm tired, but I'm good. Ain't nobody there to say, how the game go last night? How your life go last night? You know what I mean? That's how I see the things. So don't die. Basically, stop quitting and stop dying 6 million times. Stop complaining. Stop. Just stop that. As Kobe Bryant said, just move on. Because it's a way to die. But that ain't the way to die. You're only going to choose one. And it's going to choose you. Trust me. All right. And speaking of that, I want y'all to break this down with me because this is a good one. They're showing Deshaun Watson in practice and Shedeur doing the same exact drill. We're going to watch this a couple times. The conversation centered around who looks better at this drill. And I was like, oh, that's fun. Why not? It's harmless. Let's just see the mechanics, You watch Deshaun Watson, fake. I will say he has great bend. That the hip fake. Look, see? You see, remember I told you about the 3 angles? The hip, the knee, and the ankle? His is great. He's an athlete. Stiffer, right? Just be real. You just look at it stiffer, okay? And a little more pronounced with this twist. Kind of like Dak Prescott in pregame. Y'all seen that before, right? Look, the fakes are not, I always say have real fakes. These are fake fakes. Like if I'm playing defense, give me one more. Don't hate me. Good. Give me one more. You're not fooling me with that because you ain't into it. If you ain't into it, I ain't into it. But look at that one. I'm kind of like, oh, he may be. First of all, he got that damn turtleneck on. He looks sweet. See that? That look real. That like a real fake. Don't give me fake fakes, real fakes. See? He's stepping into it. You know what it is? And look, he's a veteran. What is year 9 for him, and he's been through ups and downs. And this is only year 2 for Shedeur. This is not to pick on him. It's just to go through film session. And if you think I'm picking on him, turn the damn TV off because you are sensitive. And your mama, she wasn't there. Auntie behavior. You're getting your nails done. Okay, shut it. Trying to give y'all some game. Here we go. This is the difference between the light going on and the light still not on. When the light goes on and the game slows down, you realize in every moment you have more time than you think. The best example of this is when you watch basketball and someone gets an offensive rebound. Offensive rebounds, or me-bounds, as they say, Angel Reese. Me-bounds, everyone panics. When you're a young player, you panic. That's why Angel Reese misses a lot of putbacks. Tip-ins. It's because you got you get it. You're like, yes, get it. It's like hot potato. Calm down. All you got to tell an itty bitty, or you tell even a professional like Angel Reese is, relax, breathe. You actually have more time than you think. Grab the rebound, come down, power step, power dribble, whatever you got to do. Go back up. The worst thing that can happen is what? You missed the shot. Or you're going to make the shot, or you're going to make the shot and get fouled, or you're going to miss the shot and get fouled. A lot of those are great options. But you got to think, I got time. Most people don't. They panic. Let's just put it right back up, and that's flying over the backboard. You're like, what are you doing? Let's watch this one more time for Shedeur purposes. Okay? Deshaun walking back. Hey, you know you nailed something when you just walking back like that. He walking back like Michael Jackson, like he coming out Friday at the theaters. He walking back like what? Now watch Shedeur again. See it? You're going to see it now. Not the same. And like he's doing drill work. So it's not natural. There's no way that's how that's going to finish in the real game situation. This is just a drill and he's not into it. Okay. Just giving y'all some updates, just letting you know how the game go. And y'all think that they don't be grading that? You think they don't grade that? You're a lie to yourself. There's a coach right now looking at this like, see how this is going to be in real. Because right now, it looks different. I'm telling y'all, Deshaun Watson 1 is going to start. Now, is he going to finish is the conversation. He going to start. You know how much money they owe him? You know how good he looked in that drill? They're going to be like, yeah. All right, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. What's crack-a-lack-a-mackin'? What's going on? Let me make sure I give love to the top fans. TC210, Slim Diesel, Darian the Jedi Knight, Chris Fox, and Stomp is stomping, y'all. Number 1. That's my dog. Respect to him. We got to continue these topics. As y'all know, we're going to talk about KD is the weirdest superstar ever, according to Skip Bayless. Vrabel and his rehab is coming up next. After that, we're going to talk about Pickens and the Cowboys and their franchise beef. Man, that's crazy. Already. No conversation heard. Just franchise tag I hear is coming. We know why. We know why. Your agent, David Mulugeta, same agent Michael Parsons had. Jerry Jones like, I ain't got time to talk to them peoples. Who you mean them people? What do you think I'm talking about? Black people? No, I'm talking about them agent people. I don't like agents. You say Asians? No, I said agents. Damn, are you race baiting? Rich Paul talking about the sneaker sales, NBA not as popular, or the players. Whoa. Steve Kerr's next move, we know it, and are aliens real? Okay. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I see the members out there. Shout out to all you guys. Stomp and Jared M. Respect, baby. Let's go. Vrabel. What is this? Mike Vrabel won't be with the team for the third day of the NFL draft on Saturday, as he plans to be with his family this weekend outside of Massachusetts. Mike Vrabel will miss NFL draft day 3 with Patriots to seek counseling. Wow. Grown man spit. Grown man talk. Look, I can make jokes all day, and I am going to make jokes. But at the same time, in all seriousness, that's a good thing. The reason why it's a good thing, even though I know it feels like a PR stunt, look, when Diana lied and then Diana lied again, she lied to us and said, oh, my God, you guys, this is laughable. You guys don't have context. And then she was like lying again. It's like, it's a girl's trip. Then she lied again and was like not producing evidence. Then all of a sudden it changed, right? Diana started talking a little different. I got to go. I got to resign. I got to leave. Right? And then what'd you hear after that? Y'all remember? Oh, she saved some old man from a car crash or something crazy. You're like, really? Coincidence this week is when you save somebody from dying? Well, another one that you're like, really? Coincidence? You're going to rehab? How you going to rehab the most natural thing that occurs in this world, which is a man with testosterone? Good luck making that water hose stay still. You ever turn on the water hose and don't have that nozzle in your hand? To me, that's how I look at man. Like, you better have a firm grip on that hose or that water going a lot of places. Read the Old Testament if you don't believe me. Okay? We've been socialized into this New Testament. We've been socialized into this new way. But boy, all them trips to Columbia, let me stop. I went to Columbia, so you ain't got to talk to me. And I'm talking about the school. What are y'all talking about? Oh, y'all dirty, nasty thoughts. But the point is, look, it's hard to be faithful. You know why it's hard? Because you got to be perfect to be faithful. And humans aren't perfect. Humans aren't perfect, but faithfulness is. And then they say, you got to be faithful. Okay, I'm 29 years old. I am an NFL player. And actually, I think in Vrabel's case, it probably was. He met her at Ohio State. Then he's 29 years old. He's a Super Bowl champion, plays for the Patriots. And he's like, yes, I do. Do you solemnly swear to do the? Yes, I do. Okay. Now, the water hose is like this. It ain't going nowhere. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. How many years have been married? 25? I ain't going to count that high. Y'all get the point. Your arm going to fall off holding that water hose. Sooner or later, you'll be like, man, hold on. Let me just stretch for a second. Y'all got to walk with me, man. I just keep it real. Keep it real. Year what? I know people that cheated and they worked at the post office. You think if you the NFL Patriot? Let me stop. Come on, Acho, bring it down.
I think Mike Vrabel is seeking counseling because the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect.
This is what Acho always do. He always come in with like a topic sentence, like he in the 4th grade standing in front of the class, and I actually love it. At the same time, I know it's coming, and that's the only time I got jokes. But let him do it again. Now y'all gonna hear it. This is Acho. He's the same beats, which is, this is a tough way to do what we do. Because it's like, all right, I got it. And I'm going to lead with it, and then I'm going to fill it in. He kills it, though, because most people will forget this and then be all over the place.
I think Mike Vrabel is seeking counseling because the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect.
You see his eyes, though? One more time. This is film session. Watch his eyes. This is why this is a tough way to do this, because you got to remember it word for word, beat for beat. If not, you'll mess up the whole flow pattern. Watch his eyes. He going deep in thought. What did I say?
I think Mike Vrabel is seeking counseling because the apology has to be as loud as the disrespect. You stepped out on me allegedly, publicly, incredibly publicly. New York Post, TMZ, every tabloid.
I don't know about TMZ. Remember, they ain't run it. Oops. Anyway, but this is the Kobe ring. Y'all all remember. Don't act like we don't remember Vanessa and Kobe $4 million ring. Okay? To his point. The apology got to be as loud as, what did he say? See, I can't even remember it. The apology is the mistake or the grievance, whatever the hell. Point being, you mess up, that's one thing. You better apologize louder than that mess up. $4 million ring.
So now I need this apology at the podium to be public. Hold on, T.
I get that.
And I need this apology at the presser that I'm releasing, missing the draft, to be public. If you are going to embarrass me and your kids loudly, then you are going to apologize to me and your kids loudly. That is why in his statement he said, I'm doing this for my wife, my kids, and
my
the
players.
team. Exactly right. He
Yeah.
started with wife and kids.
Yeah.
I think the wife is like, let this apology be as loud as the perceived disrespect. I think
yes and no. Blah, blah, blah. Now, this is why experience matters. And I know a lot of times when we talk sports media, it's like, oh, he played in the league, so I'm listening to him. And sometimes I push back. I'm like, why are you listening to him? Everybody that played in the league can't articulate themselves well. Everyone who played in the league doesn't know more than you in sports. Don't think that. Now, we have experiences, and we can go some places you can't go, but don't act like you can't go some places I can't go and go deeper. I bet you right now you could tell me it's some fans out there, and it's happened to me in real life. Walk up to me and talk about 1967. Do you know the New York Jets went out there and had a 3-game losing streak, but then they changed it to Joe Namath? And I'm like, what? What? I don't know any of that. Not a single part of that. Name 2 players on the Jets in 1967, Marcellus. I can't. Do it or else. Man, just shoot. It's not that deep. Klecko, you know what I mean? Y'all know stuff. Don't do that. But here's something you don't know when you don't have experience. So, in that situation, a wife doesn't have to say anything because that is actually louder than her saying things. You've been in that position before. Somebody wronged you. What's worse than just cursing them out, yelling at them, like just holding their feet to the fire? What's worse than that? Silence. Silence is deadly. You ever get into it so much you out-argue yourself? You guys are argued out, and you have nothing left to say. And you look over there, and she looks over there, and you got nothing left to say. That says it all. When your woman is so beat up, so burnt of whatever you did or whatever she's thinking, that she has nothing for you, that's worse than her saying, I need you to apologize. I need you to go out there and have a press conference. I need you to buy me a $4 million ring. No. That ain't going to work. You know what works? That apathy. You know what works? That silence. You know what works? She's just staring at you and she's trembling. She's shaking. And a tear dropped like in Glory, a damn Denzel tear. And she's just looking at you and she's just like, she can't say nothing. Oh, you know what that guy gonna do? Because he love her and he love them kids, them itty bitties. You know what he gonna do? He gonna throw a press conference. He gonna throw another one. He gonna throw another one. Then he gonna go to rehab. And then he's like, I'm trying, baby. That's why in negotiations, they always say, don't set the number first. Don't say nothing. And they also say when you're selling something in pitches, say less. Watch a veteran sell something. They talk about it, and that's it. And they'll let it get quiet in here. They'll go like that. Yep. So our valuation has it at $5 million raise. Looking to do a convertible note. We'll see. Are you interested? Right then, if you're not a vet, you kind of like, Yeah, well, I think, you start trying to support what you already said. You know what you said. You know the question. They know the question. Wait. Wait for the answer. Just wait. The weak crack. Police do it to people all the time. They bring them little kids in. Kids be sitting in that room, interrogation room. Y'all see it on the first 48. The first 4 hours, they gangster. Kids is like, man, I ain't saying shit, huh? I ain't saying nothing. That's on the block, homie. You know what you put me in here for, homie? It's all good. Hey, I got time today, homie. We good. Yeah, okay. Keep talking. By hour 4, he like, how long we gonna be here? Relax, son. Relax. Let's talk through this, y'all. Love for you guys. Love for you guys. Woo! Vrabel, talk to me, man. How did we get here? Let's read some more. This is gangster. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel to miss NFL Draft Day 3 as he's seeking counseling. Okay. This is something that I've given a lot of thought to, and it's something I would advise a player to do if I was counseling them. Okay, we got some words. Not just Acho over there guessing with his unmarried ass. Acho ain't got no kids and ain't got no wife. Shut it. This is a family matter. Nah, all love. New England Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel will not be present. We already said that. All right, Rossini, we get it. As I said the other day, I promised my family, this organization, and this team that I was going to give them the best version of me that I can possibly give them. In order to do so, I've committed to seeking counseling starting this weekend. This is something that I've given a lot of thought to, and it's something I would advise a player to do if I was counseling them. Yes, I've been to counseling. Yes, I have been to counseling after a mistake all my life. I went to counseling when I was in college. I started in college. Yeah. Yo, I'm sorry, girl. She was cute. So, you start that. More importantly, you go to counseling because you start to realize, forget this cheating stuff. Like, dudes got to go to Tiger Woods. I'm going to go to counseling. Shut it. You're still going to be at Perkins trying to holler at them girls. The thing is, it actually uncovers why you holler at them girls or why you get caught up like this or why you on them drugs. That's the beauty of counseling. It helps you unpack all that trauma. And we all got trauma. I don't care how great your childhood was. I don't care. You still got something unresolved in you. Because you got to remember, your parents weren't your parents first. They were themselves first. That's what gets lost in parenting. You try to do everything for your kids, but you don't even have to try and do things for yourself. You are yourself first before you're any other role. So a lot of times you grow up with trauma because it wasn't daddy that was the problem. It was the fact that he was a man going through problems. And he was your daddy. You get it? People forget that. And that's when you be in that. You go to therapy, you won't forget it for long. It'll come out. You be like, yeah. And then we didn't go to camp and he didn't tell me why. And I just knew that he didn't love me. Okay. That's how it goes. I've always wanted to lead by example, and I believe this is what I have to do to be the best husband, father, and coach that I possibly can be. This is not an easy thing for me to admit, but it is one that I know will make me a better person. I appreciate the support that everyone has given me and I promise a stronger resolve as a result. Damn, he whooping Diana up in the PR now. Why? What did I say? Diana talked too much. They both came out with the whole kind of coordinated statement. This is funny. Diana kept going. He was like, you sure? You sure you should be talking? Miranda writes, anything you say can and will be used against you. Shut it, Diana. You didn't. Now look at you. She talked her way out of a job that she had to quit that they maybe wasn't going to fire her. She talked her way out of it. That's what guilt would do. That's why the lady didn't have to say anything. Vrabel's wife doesn't have to say anything to him. The guilt will make him do way more than your gab. Your gift to gab, your nagging, is going to get you way less than if you just let my guilt take over. That's deep. Wileyism. All right. The rest of this is not quotes, so I don't get anything. Nope. No quotes. No quotes. Okay, here we go. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. That starts with me. Okay? Now, y'all think the story's over? Stop playing with me. Look what the New York Post is doing. They say, oh, you see that dagger that we put in your chest? We didn't stab you in the back. We stabbed you in the front. We stabbed you in your chest. Now let's twist it. More pictures. All right, I don't know what this picture is. It look like they're in a bubble or something, or maybe at an indoor. I don't know. But then that's her, and that's an umbrella move, and then that's Vrabel, and then that's her looking around. I mean, these pictures are not damning at all, except it's the next morning or it's the morning I heard, and they having breakfast together by themselves, so there's no 4 other people, no 6 party, my friends, there's no girl trip, it's none of that. But worse than that is the fact of the time of it, right? And worse than that is they putting out safe pictures now. They put out some that made you, they didn't even put out damning pictures. They put out pictures that spark conversation. Why is his fingers interlocked with her? That don't mean they having sex. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. No, it don't. Yeah, it do. And then they put out some safe ones. Oh, they just having breakfast because they letting us run with our imagination. 1, they don't have a smoking gun, more than likely. But 2, hey, let's just have a little fun with this. We know that the national fodder would kick in. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how they play it? Ain't it crazy? Ain't it, Jay? What she order? Fish fillet? It's crazy. So that's the game. Is there more to it? Oh, yeah. But right now, you know us. That story ain't dying. We're going to keep that going another time. Enough is enough. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just passing about. Oh, no, we gotta do this. We got to do this. Let's talk about the media angle of this. The media is in trouble. My wife is taking off. She's going to Chicago for a day. She a baller. So I'm just saying, safe travels, love. Yep. It's on. Hey, everybody, beat it up in the comments what y'all want to do tonight. Tonight we hanging out. My wife gone. Streaks. Let's go. Since April began, ESPN has tweeted the word Vrabel 1 time. Think about this. ESPN has tweeted the word Vrabel 1 time, like Lauryn Hill, 1 time. New York Post releases pictures of him with Rossini, only 1 time. New York Post releases more pictures of him with Rossini, 1 time. Not even 1 more time. 1 more time. Nope, 1 time. Vrabel releases a statement about the photos, only 1 tweet. Rossini releases a statement about the photos, only 1 tweet. Vrabel surprises with a press conference, which they said nobody knew he was going to speak to. They only offered up 2 players, and all of a sudden Mike Vrabel comes out because they didn't want the national media to come and bombard him. If you say Mike Vrabel was going to be available tomorrow for a press conference, everybody's there. But if you say we just got 2 players, practice squad players showing up, and then all of a sudden Mike Vrabel just shows up, that's how they did that. 1 tweet, 1 time. Media backlash from Vrabel press conference, 1 time. Report. Patriots tried to kill the story, 1 time. Vrabel seeking counseling, 1 time. 1 damn tweet. Vrabel says his running back Henderson needs to be educated, 1 time. ESPN's own reporter releases report to his X page, 1 time. I don't even think they retweeted it. You want to know why? ESPN is 10% owned by the NFL. And the NFL wants the story to go away. Want to get away? Is it that simple, or does Vrabel have a friend in the social media department at ESPN? This is not normal. Beat it up in the comments. I can't lie. I like friends like that. They looking out. They are looking out for Vrabel. McAfee didn't touch it either. Damn. It's disappointing, but look, I'm not the one that's like, oh my God, why don't you do it? And I'm never watching you again. I just look at you funny. So I really look at you funny and I call you out when there is a story, you decide to run it. Or we look back, Ime Udoka. I'm like, I just don't get it. I'm like, why did y'all run with that story like this? And those were people, he wasn't even married. He a coach and he just mutting out somebody in his damn office because she wanted it. What's the story? Because Nia Long's involved? Really? Diana Rossini is a name. It ain't Nia Long, but I get it. Like, I just don't get the Udoka one, okay? Simply don't get that. Anyway, let's move on. And I want y'all to see this real quick before I give y'all members some love. Peep this. This is gangster. Because the Lakers are up, 2-0 in that series now? Yeah? They are, right? Well, peep this. They ask all these national media people who forget Mike Vrabel's name when he gets in trouble, but gonna remember it when they go to the Super Bowl again. Anyway, this is what they do. Watch this. Make them all park cars, clean toilets, and put the fries in the bag, except Mark Spears. Jerry Bembry, Rockets in 7. Vincent Goodwill, Rockets in 5. Baxter Holmes, we know him, Rockets in 6. Zach Cram, Rockets in 6. Tim McMahon, Rockets in 6. Dave McMenamin, DMC, that's the homie. Shout out to him. That's Malika Andrews' husband. Rockets in 6. Oh, Malika McMenamin. That's what I'm going to start calling her. Malika McMenamin. Ooh, that's hard to say. Anthony Slater, Rockets in 5. Y'all are ignorant. Ramona Sherburne, my dog, Momo. I love Momo. Rockets in 6. Oops. Mark Spears, unless they're going to sweep the Lakers, is the only one that said Lakers in 6. Matter of fact, he's the only one that said Lakers. Look at this. Michael C. Wright, Rockets in 7. Young Miss, Rockets in 7. Eric Moody, Rockets in 5. Damn, Eric Moody tried to really stomp it. He tried to snap. Rockets in 5. Well, how'd that go? Watch when y'all watching TV, be careful. As Charles Barkley said, ain't nobody up here no expert. Yeah, you're right. It ain't going the way y'all saying it. All right, beat it up in the comments. Let me give you some love because we still got some topics to talk about. KD is the weirdest superstar ever. Still got to talk about George Pickens and his Cowboys franchise beef. Yep, Rich Paul talking about the sneaker sales are down. Steve Kerr's next move, and are aliens real? Damn, we got a lot of topics to get to. Well, sorry, Dwayne Wade. We was going to talk about the disrespect for you, but at the same time, you're not part of the tease, so I can't tease it with that. Top fans is in the building. Who we got? Darian, the Jedi Knight, shout out to the homie. Chris Fox is 4. John Morris is 3. Oh, new dude. What's up, John Morris? TC210 is 2, and Stomp is 1. I love me some Stomp. Stomp, where you from? Tell me where you from. And I ain't talking about what gang. I'm talking about what city, homie. Come on. All right, what's going on in Dallas? I know about Dallas, and I know about playing in Dallas. I know about getting paid in Dallas. I know all things Dallas. Let's talk.
The Cowboys just turned George Pickens into a monster, and they have no solution for the problem that they just created. You cannot tell another grown man coming off a astronomical statistical season that he is going to get franchise tagged, and y'all ain't even going to have discussions about it, and you're going to tell him that April 22nd? George Pickens is not your son who says, Mom, how come? And you say, because I said so. You don't talk to grown men like that.
Said a lot there, said it fast. One thing I will push back on is the franchise tag ain't as bad as you think. You know who's made the most money in the NFL? Kirk Cousins, right? That guarantee bag is insane. Almost like $400 million, something like that. You know how it all started? Franchise tags. Like, if you get the average salary, top 5 players at your position, you're eating. We're going to go through the numbers. I would just push back on that. People act like this. They act like the franchise tag is the worst thing. I understand you don't get the full job security and the full long-term security you desire, but boy, you still eating.
You can talk to your kid like that. You can't talk to George Pickens coming off a 1,400-yard season like that. The dumbest decision the Dallas Cowboys could have made is remove any sense of hope that George Pickens is going to get long-term money. It's the dumbest decision the Cowboys could have made. Because now, if you are George Pickens and you know, wait a second, we're not even finna talk about a long-term deal?
Well, no. Franchise tag, you can always rescind it. You're like, we tagged them and then we came to terms on the deal. Like, that happens a lot. Nah, I can't say a lot. It happens. So let's not act like it's over. Just like, look, we're not going to play this game. Here's your offer. You don't like it? Franchise them. All right. Call me when you think that offer is okay. Like, you got to play your games. Jerry Jones went through this last year trying to buy Subway and buy some damn Five Guys for Micah Parsons. Hey, Michael, come here. You hungry? They had that meeting. They had an agreement, allegedly. Then he went and told his agent, hey, you got to dot the I's and cross the T's and talk to Jerry about it. Jerry was like, Micah, what does this David Mulugeta want to talk about? Micah's like, oh, no, you know, when we were talking and, you know, the deal we made, he just want to make sure it's all good. You want to talk a little deeper about it, approximate value and all that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that my future value is the same as it's supposed to be. Yeah, Michael, but when you were taking bites of that burger, I told you about that. And you still came to me and agreed to what I said in my terms. And more importantly, Michael, I looked you in your eyes like a man. You know, down here in Dallas, Texas, we look at each other like a man. We don't go back on no words. We don't go back on no words. Michael, like, what?
Oh, you want that whole... You're not even finna give me the opportunity to discuss a long-term deal? Oh, then what business I got with y'all? Then go ahead and trade me. The Cowboys have now ended any hope, and all the player wants is hope. If I'm George Pickens, not reporting to camp, not reporting to OTAs, not reporting to minicamp. I'm not going to hold out because y'all not going to find me. I'm going to hold in, and I'm going to just be here with a sour face on. Hey,
what's new? Like, look, Acho's doing a great job of making you think this is new. What's new? Probably TJ just like, man, what you saying? Duh. Like, look, duh. I'm going to franchise you because I ain't about to pay you no stupid money. And duh, you going to hold in because that's what y'all do. And then around July, you're going to start shaking a little bit. I'm going to meet with your agent. And then in August, you're going to be holding in and them questions going to get a little too much. And you're going to be like that dude on the first 48, or you're going to be like that wife who just like, You know, you're going to start to shake, maybe crack. That's why you got an agent. And then we going to come to terms. And the terms could be A, what I want to give you in long-term money, or B, this franchise tag works for me. Oh, you going to start giving back money? Week 1, you not playing? You not playing? Hey, come here. You not playing? Okay. Who's holding out? Okay.
George, what's up, GP? What's up? I need my bread. I need my money. George Pickens did everything right. And when you...
No, he did not. No, he did not. Don't do this. If we had to design a player, we are not designing George Pickens doing everything right. He's a monster. He's a beast. He has tremendous talent. It took him a while to get to a place where we're like, that's him. We've seen flashes. We've seen moments. We've seen it. But then we also saw other things that made us question it. And we still haven't seen that stabilize and have it for longevity and succession. Give me that year again. Easily, I'm not even trying to side. I'm just being real. George Pickens had a contract year, franchise year. You balled out. But how you going to play when the money ain't on the line like that? Because I remember you in Pittsburgh. I remember some of them jogs. Remember them plays you were jogging. I remember them issues you had in the locker room. I remember how many times Mike Tomlin had to talk to you like you were an 8th grader. Don't do this, and I'm about to give you $200 million, and you only gave me one good, great year? I need succession, brother. I need continuity.
Do things right, you're supposed to get rewarded. Showed up, dominated, 9 tugs, 1,400 plus yards. He did everything right, and just to be rewarded with we're not even going to have a conversation. It's the most disrespectful thing to me that the Cowboys could have done.
Well, show up with a different agent. Blah, blah, blah. You gonna bring the same dude in here I just had beef with and talk about, hey, let's do something else? What, pork? That's beef again. No. I already know how he get down. No, I'm good. Whether he right or wrong, I'm not even talking about David Mulligetta. I'm talking about how Jerry Jones' nervous system responds to David Mulligetta. I bet you. Because remember, they were going at each other. Then David did that first take interview with Stephen A. Smith, and Jerry's sitting there like this, like any human being would. This my franchise. This my stadium. This Cowboys way. And they gonna say I said what? I had a deal with that young man. I did. I had a deal with that young man. That young man went to that other man, and that other man changed all the things and with the terms and the thing we were talking about. Okay? Oh, that's fine. You're right. I got to respect the process. I should have went to him first. Okay. You're right. You are right. This is like September last year when they traded Michael or whatever. You right. Next time I'm going to go to the agent. Fast forward. Pickens balls. Fast forward. April 22nd or whatever. You know what he said? Can you get that agent on the phone, David Mulligetta? No, I don't want to talk to George. I don't want to talk to Pickens. No lunch. We ain't going to Five Guys. Ain't nothing eating. Nope. Hello, David? Yeah. I remember last time you and I got off on the wrong foot. So this time, I'm going to start with you. I'm franchising your player. Jerry like, got him. I went to him first. Jimbo, did I go to him first? You did. You a man of your word. You from Dallas, Texas. how they play it. I would too. Man, look, if I own something, you want to play games with me? I had someone work with me, and they weren't doing their work. They weren't doing their job like I want to. I was like, all right. Then they were like, well, I need my payment, my final payment. I said, yeah, and I need all of my assets, everything, and then I'll give you your money. Yeah, I'll give it to you after you give me my final payment. Hang up, sue me, and I know how much I owe you. It ain't worth the court fees. But go ahead, have fun. I need my name in the paper. Go ahead, do it. Y'all gotta understand, I use the courts for us. Child support already use it against us. Divorce already use it against us. Use it for you. Somebody come up to you with some noise, be like, I'm gonna sue you. Use it. People always like, that's what old people do. You know what I mean? That's what they do in the suburbs. Yeah, you're damn right. That's why they got value out there. Somebody just talking to you, just go like this. I'm gonna sue you. Just say that. Don't say I'm gonna whoop your ass. Don't say I'm gonna fight you. Don't say, what's up? My cousin's coming through. Don't say all that. Ghetto. You know what to say? I'm going to sue you. Bet you they changed their tune in. So look at this. Potential outlook for George Pickens. He got the tag, $27.2 million. That was last year's. 26 and 27 is going to be $32 million if he gets tagged twice. So this year and next year, I should say. That's $60 million. 2 years, 60. You could go higher. Here's the top 2 years in cash. Jamar Chase, 74. Justin Jefferson, 70. JSN, 69. CD is 66. DK is 60. Let's be real. DK is who they swapped him out for. You trying to tell me that he way better than DK? Okay. Is he better than CD Lamb? Maybe last year he was. He better than Stop playing. Nope. Is he better? Nope. Is he better? Nope. So what? I know you argue over every penny. Don't get it twisted. But is this not a bad place to start? Like, this is your worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is I'm DK Metcalf. Perspective, y'all. It's just perspective. You're talking about boy over here talking about, oh, it's hell and you shouldn't do that to me. Yes, I should. Oh, yes, I should. All right, beat up in the comments. Let's get into this story about Nike and the sales and the NBA players ain't doing their part. All that stuff, right? Let's get into that. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And thank you, Stomp. Oh, Stomp is from Salisbury. He said 704 town called Salisbury, 30 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina. Woo! I love Charlotte. That's a good, pretty, clean city with some nice, good, clean, wholesome girls. When I used to play against Carolina, I'd be like, damn, every time I went to Charlotte and go eat, I'd be like, I am in love with everybody out here. This is amazing. But nah, you 30 minutes outside of that. God dang. I love when you meet somebody, you say, where you from? They say, oh, I'm from 27 minutes away from LA. You be like, dog, where you from? They be like, Paris, California. You're like, oh, okay. Get it. I get it. Do y'all get this? Nike is reportedly struggling to sell basketball shoes because NBA players aren't as popular as they used to be, according to Brian Windhorst. Financial experts claim the lack of player popularity is now directly hitting Nike's revenue and stock price. Without even reading into this, I disagree. And this could be a disagreement of ignorance. But I think it's because as we age, and I'm talking about not just you individually, but us as a society, we look at materialism differently. I hate it. I hate it is strong. I never liked sneakerheads, being real. And I got a gang of shoes, but I got a gang of shoes in part because I get a lot of free shoes. I used to have a Nike contract, so Nike would just throw me shoes and pay me to wear shoes. But beyond that, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you that's why I got a lot of shoes. If it weren't for that, I didn't buy a ton of shoes. I was just like, now I'm at a point where if I'm wearing retro shoes. Every now and then I buy a pair of shoes. But I never thought that buying shoes was really something good for the cultural cue. Because we doing it so girls can say, oh, he fresh. Or we doing it because your boy be like, oh, you got those on? But I was always like, $200 for some shoes? And how many you got? And it seemed like people who have less got more shoes. And people who got more money got fewer shoes. I was just like, I never bought into it like everybody else. And now I can see why. I think people are aging. Times are tough. money should go different places. Cats like, I ain't buying 10 Jordans. That's what I think. But let's see what they think, because, you know, smarter people than me, or at least people closer to it, know the answer. Break it down for me. What's going on, Rich Paul?
Here's the thing. You and I grew up. We grew up in a very trend-following society. We followed trends. That's what we did. We grew up having to have the shoe that everybody else also had to have.
Man, that's a great point. Like cats, we were copycats because we didn't have the full access. We didn't have social media. We didn't know what they were doing in Bangkok right now. We couldn't talk to the girl in Bangkok that one day I'm going to see, but I'm cash apping right now. All that. Like, I didn't have all them options, so I had to follow what I saw because it was so few. Ooh, Michael Jordan wears suits. I'm going to wear suits. He cut his hair all off. He bald head. I'm going to cut my hair all off bald head. He wear an earring. I'm going to wear an earring. Like, yeah. Now we like, man, I ain't wearing that. I got thousands of ways to live, thousands of ways to look. I ain't wearing that. That's a good point.
Which is how shoe brands were built. Signature shoe brands were built.
Jordan 3s had to have them.
Yeah, they had this discussion about the basketball players' shoes not selling as much as they used to. Of course not.
Why? Why do you think that is?
Well, for a number of reasons. One.
And I saw this comment. I got to give him love. Yep. Murphy Roberts says, back in the day, they were killing dudes over some Air Jordans. That's another reason I went into it. I said, I'm not ever wearing something that you, like, going to come up to me and want to take from me like that. For what? You can have them. Matter of fact, before you can have them, I ain't going to have them because I ain't getting shot over them.
There's a lot of signature guys. There's so many signature athletes. Every company has a signature guy, multiple signature guys. Mm-hmm. Well, there ain't that many kids that want signatures from. They don't want
you saying
signatures.
The players are less popular?
I don't know if they're less popular, but the kids are less into all the things that we were into.
The kids ain't following the same, even though they're followers. You get it? When I didn't know where you were going, I actually listened and were more in tune, more intent to let you lead me. I don't know where this is going. There's few options. I got to trust this. You trusted him more because I think it was fewer of him, fewer of it. Now they're everywhere. You get your favorite player. My favorite player is Kevin Durant, right? But I'm already talking about Cade Cunningham. He's my next favorite player once Kevin Durant retires. But I also love Kawhi. God, I love the GOAT and LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Golly, no, you know what, Kobe? Like, look at it. And they could do one thing and I could just move on. Luka's insane. Nah, come on, you know Wemby is it. Nah, SGA. Growing up, we didn't do that. It was Magic or Bird. Then it was Jordan. I mean, you could say other people that were great, but you wasn't over there like this. It's different now. You got too many options, just like on Instagram. Look at your Explorer page. Too many girls, too many options.
As it pertains to a player.
Why do you think?
First of all, I don't know what else you can do that hasn't already been done in terms of the style of shoe.
Like
it costs a lot of money.
When we were kids, new stuff was coming out all the time. It's like the dunk contest where at a certain point, what you can add is very subtle because it's all been done before.
Yeah, new stuff was coming out, but it was also new.
Right, we'd never seen anything like it.
Now new things come out, but it's old.
It's old, and it's not only old, they trying to play it like it's new, and all they do is just change a color. Oh, these are the Scooby-Doos. You mean that's the same shoe, but you just put Scooby-Doo on the tongue? And I'm supposed to buy it? Oh, no, these are the watercolors. And they just keep doing it. They do it with movies. That's why movies are dying out. Where's the original scripts? Dog, when I first saw E.T., it was E.T. I don't need you to remake E.T. Like what? Make a new movie. Make a new E.T. Make T.E.
Oh.
Yeah, and if it's new, it's in a running shoe, not a basketball.
Yeah, it's not. There's no new Jordan 4.
Right.
It's the same Jordan 4 that came out in 1989.
That's why the most popular kicks are still from a million years ago. Back then, you had a trend that people were following, and it was all new. And now a lot of, I think is what you mean by retrospect, right? Like a lot of what draws you into the like fashion of the sneaker industry is nostalgia.
And the problem is, we love to relive our teenage years where we thought was the hypest, where we were so excited, the wow factor.
Every generation.
Everything.
Does, yeah.
These kids today are actually in their teenage years. They can't relive
They're
their
not. How can they
teenage
be nostalgic?
We can't force nostalgia on these kids that's actually living in their moment.
Yeah, that's how your parents were trying to force that. Oh, you don't know nothing about no music. You over there trying to play your EPMD. They like, oh, that sound good, but boy, you don't know nothing about this Barry White. You're like, come on, mama. Come on, daddy, let me live.
Because everything was new back then, we hadn't seen these before.
Yes.
And there were certain signature athletes. Basketball players in the United States dominated the NBA.
Yes.
So it's more relatable to kids growing up in the United States.
Well,
And
that's what was marketed too.
And now, because everything's been done, a lot of the most popular kicks are retro sneakers. So for the
That
new
kids don't care
generation, they
nothing
have no
about.
nostalgic attachment because they're not old enough to be nostalgic about anything. And they're also not getting anything new because everything new under the sun's already been done.
Yeah, and they don't care. These kids don't care about the new nothing. They care about what they think is cool.
That part, blah, blah, blah. Fascinating conversation right there. They don't care. They don't care what you did, old head. They don't care what you did, onk. They don't care what you did, OG. Literally, there's a generic disposition of, y'all didn't do it the smartest way. Like, that's where every kid's looking at us like, we grew up in technology. You grew up in the Stone Ages. You talking about all this hard, work hard. They're like, no, we're talking about smart, work smart. They looking at it different. They're like, yeah, okay. He's the best. Great for him. Meanwhile, over here, this is what I rock to. It's a whole different vibe. Okay? Don't tell me my vibe. The more you tell me my vibe ain't it, the more I'm going to be into it. Rebellion, teenage rebellion. We did the same thing. I don't want you listening to that. Okay, mama. What you listen to? That. Like, come on. Let these kids live. I don't have this disdain for kids in this generation. I see a lot of old heads do. Oh, this rap, this stuff. Look, it's different. I bet the first time my mama heard Biz Markie, she was like, what? Picking boogers? You're listening to a song called Picking Boogers? I was like, yeah, mama. Hey, mom, what's for dinner? Go up your nose and pick a winner. I'm picking boogers. Your mama's like, she's like, oh, my itty bitty's got to get up soon. She's like, Smokey Robinson lived and helped Motown build what they did for you to be listening to Picking Boogers. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. It's crazy. So now we at a place where the top 10 NBA players by sneaker sales all time. Here's the top 5 at least, unless they're going to go under it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Durant's 5, LeBron's 4, Kobe's 3 at 130 million pairs. Then you got to triple that plus some to get the Shaq 400 million pairs. Damn, I didn't know Shaq sold that many shoes. I am not lying. I had no idea. And then Jordan, double him plus some. That's it. Real spit. Who knew that Shaq went to Walmart and said, I'll take 400 million pairs? Goodness. Real spit. Oh, man, real spit. All right, let's get into this, and then we're done for the day. Skip Bayless. I'm going to give you some time. Talk about Kevin Durant. Talk about Kevin Durant is the weirdest superstar ever. Really? Really?
But since he entered the league, I was a big fan of his when he was at Texas. Defended him. Everybody said he was too skinny, couldn't bench press one time, you know, like he didn't have enough strength. No. He's 7 feet tall and he shoots it up here and he's going to be unstoppable. And at times, many times, he has been. But he is the weirdest superstar in any sport I have ever closely observed because he's just a weird dude, man. Just really a weird dude.
I don't think he's weird. I think he's simple. And I think that we always want our stars to be complex. But if a star just tells you I want to do normal things, you think something's wrong with them because they're not normal. Your projections are on them, not them being on you. I know Kevin Durant. He ain't weird. He's not. He just don't care about all the dumb stuff. He ain't getting married because he's like, I ain't getting tricked out of my money, plus I'm focused on ball. I don't care about like putting on lotion and doing my hair and all that stuff. I'm here to ball till I fall. When I'm done with that, then I clean up and stuff. It ain't gonna stop the bum rush. I'm keeping the main thing. And then we get mad at people who keep the main thing because we see everyone else distracted. Right? We can't have it both ways. Is Shaq, when Shaq was with the Lakers, is he distracted? Or is he locked in? Because I know Kevin Durant's locked in. Regardless of results, he is in that gym. Kobe Bryant gets all the praise for always being in that gym. But he also gets some love and some hate because when he was outside the gym, he did some things. Girl dad, building up facilities, author, speaking engagements, going overseas, being the biggest thing in China. Also, there's some issues. We know it. But we gonna call somebody weird because they locked in from day one. They acting like nothing else really matters. I play video games, I puff a little bit, and I'm just staying out the way. I'm balling. Like, we look at a hermit or a yogi like that. Like, what's wrong with them? They weird. No, maybe you weird. That's why you got all the mental issues.
Where you can't explain the mood swings. And this was classic. This is as classic KD as you'll ever see. He can be Kevin Durant. Like all of a sudden when you least expect it, it's like, what? You go 6 of 7 in the first half and score 20 and look completely unstoppable. And he said,
I just had to get this out. It's kind of weird to hear Skip call somebody weird. I'll leave it there.
After the game in that interview that we saw, I can shoot over those. He can shoot over anybody at any time. He has to go. In the first half, he was going quick against the soft double, and he'd get one big dribble step because he's so long, and he gets one big dribble and goes up. It's either going to be make or miss because nobody's going to bother it. I can tell you that. You can't defend it unless you jump it so hard that, as you guys talked about, he starts backing up. Like, I don't know how to do this, man. I don't know. I'm going to lose the handle on the basketball. And in the second half, he not once tried to shoot over anybody where he took a hard dribble and said, I'm just going up to shoot it. And as you and I both said, how can you go from 20 in the first half to looking like you've never played the game before?
Well, if you've ever played the game before, it's called adjustments, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes they adjust to you, and sometimes you can overcorrect. You ever been there? Things are rolling, you be like, oh, I'm about to really get them. No. Don't get bored with success. Coaches always say that. Keep it simple, stupid. We're going to two-part that. As he's at halftime of that conversation right there. We're going to keep going with that tomorrow. But in all seriousness, like, first halves and second halves are halves for a reason. Like, you don't have to get all your points evenly distributed. Okay, you got 20 points. You got 5 in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter, 5 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. 20-point game, well spread. Sometimes you got 20 and then, uh-oh. And look, let me not defend everything about Kevin Durant because let me just say this. There's been times in the playoffs I'm like, post-Golden State, assert more, even probably pre-Golden State. Golden State, that was just easier. It looked easier whether he had to assert or not because, like, you got Kevin Durant, then he could just say, all right, here, Steph. All right, here, Clay. And I know he's been playing with killers. He played with Harden. You play with Kyrie. You play with dudes. You play with Westbrook. I know it. But they ain't the same as catch and shoot and swish. Like, you can do whatever you want because that is the ultimate bailout. So I seen Kevin Durant times, I'm like, more, sniper, more. Like, load up the clip. Stop. But sometimes he doesn't because he's a Puritan. He's a purist of basketball. Like, he's a part of the religion of basketball. Like, he's an apostle. Like, you can say what you want to KD top 10 or not. I do know if you had to say, who are the apostles of basketball? Kevin Durant. And sometimes those guys just be playing a game that we ain't seeing yet. Like, you be like, what was you thinking? He said that was the right basketball play. What? No, it wasn't. The right basketball play is ball and bucket. He like, I'm building something here. Leave me. That's what it felt like. That's what it feels like. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I love you guys. Thanks for rocking with your boy today. We went a little bit late because we started a little bit late because I had to celebrate because we got 500,000 subscribers. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. Okay? We are growing. Yes, we are growing. Yes. No guess. Yes. We the best. Yes. And no BS. Yes. That is who we are on this show. Respect to all y'all gangsters out there who rock with me. So, like the video, and then let's get into it. Tomorrow, we're going to have a loaded show. Y'all know how we do it every single day, every single way. Love for you guys. I'm trying to time this thing up. You see how I'm playing it off? Love for you guys. You're like, shut up, Wiley. Just get to the damn end of the video. I do like the ending and the beginning of the show the best. Can't lie. In the middle, when I'm talking, it's all right. But the rest of it is great, right? I love you guys. Peace. 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 Here we go.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse. Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation. So